Jump into our three-pack. Just come up with just three activities that, as agents, we should focus on every day. Nothing over complicated or too deep, but activities that would help us generate more income. Number one, just make calls. I mean, that's as simple as that. So I'm no math major. I did have to break out my calculator this morning to factor these numbers, but if you just made 10 calls every weekday and had real estate conversations with the people, okay, so, 5 times or 52 times 10, you would make 2,600 calls per year just by picking up the phone and calling people and having real estate conversations. So you take a look at 5 days per week times 52. I'm going to let everybody have the weekend off, all right? And then multiply that by 10 calls a day, 2,600 calls per year. One of the things we've learned is you can't close deals if you're not having real estate conversations with people. And if you're not picking up the phone and having real estate conversations with people, or having real estate conversations with people anywhere and everywhere, you're going to have a hard time functioning and a hard time succeeding. And as always, as we like to talk about, the goal of every real estate conversation is to try to set the appointment. Set an appointment, go sit with someone and have a deeper real estate conversation. There is no silver bullet. There's no magic blue pill in this. There's no magic social media post that you're going to do that is going to generate business for you. We are in sales. We are in building and having relationships with people, and you just got to pick up the phone and have conversations.
Have you ever heard of quantum physics? I mean, really, that's what we're talking about. Quantum growth. It sounds like when you attach the two together in a sentence, quantum growth, like quantum is some big thing. But in reality, quantum is defined as very, very small, minute changes. And so in Mike's point here, if we told you that annually, or you heard annually, you had to make 2,600 calls to be able to be successful in real estate, just the mere fact of hearing that number would depress you. And so but on the other hand, if you just said, hey, listen, why not just pick up the phone and have 10 conversations? Let's just start with 10 conversations. And then in those conversations say, try to bring out in those conversations the real estate factor. Don't introduce it. Kind of call out, and say, hey, how's it going? How's the house going? Whatever the script may be. And of course, we have the master that'll be here in just a little bit, Mr. Gerdes. But, this is one of those things where if you just wake up every morning and do something small, and then you continue to do that repetitiously over time, this is where the most elite, successful CEOs, salespeople, business people all live in this little tiny quantum world. So all I can say to you guys is it's a lot more simple than you make it. And if you do it with the right mindset, you're going to have more success.
Nick, Todd's just putting the ball in the tee for me, talking about quantum, little, tiny, small.
Sorry, Nick.
It's okay. I was going to roll in on the atomic habits side of it, which atomic is also small. But again, the numbers look big, but they're not. You're going to make a couple of calls a day. You're going to be overthinking, who do I talk to? How do I talk to them? Where do I get the numbers from? There's a lot of different things that you can think about. Just make the calls. Just start. And 5 will become 10, and then you will get good at it over a couple of weeks, and you'll dial in your scripts depending upon who you're talking to, but you're not going to be able to do any of that work. You're not going to be able to have real estate conversations. You're not going to be able to get good at it until you start. And you're going to be bad. You're going to be bad the first couple calls. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to say dumb things. It's going to happen. I went for a run this weekend. I've put my 10,000 hours in on running. I'm pretty good at it. I fell real hard in a place that I shouldn't have fallen. And it happens. You get up, you limp for a minute, and you keep moving forward. Yeah.
Can we just call you Atomic Nick now?
100%.
All right.
Actually, I'm down. I mean, Heather, change my name in the podcast.
Atomic Nick. All right. I'm not a big proponent of wasting your time on social media. I think sometimes we get entrenched in the social media, and it takes up a good portion of our day. And then we get home and go, man, where'd the day go? But I like the idea of spending a little bit of time every day hunting on social media, hunting for those real estate conversations that go on. A lot of us are posting things about real estate on social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. But when people are commenting or people are liking those posts, what are we doing with it? And I would also say a lot of people are just on social media asking questions about, real estate or posting things about real estate. So when I say hunting, if you're posting something on real estate or you see something that pops up and you're like, I need to connect with that person. I'd like to have a real estate, conversation with them. Obviously, if you're close enough with them and you've got their cell phone number, just pick up the phone and give them a call. But there's just this great tool on Facebook called direct messaging, and I spend a lot of time if I post something on real estate, somebody comments, I'm not gonna call it taking it offline, but I'm gonna take it off the main the main Facebook page and have those conversations. So I hesitate. I don't want people wasting and spending a great deal of time on social media during their workday, but spend a little time hunting because I think there's a lot of opportunity there.
Our wonderful CEO has always said that, it's if you say something, no matter how you say it, you're going to have about 50% of your audience that doesn't agree with you and 50% of the audience that probably or may agree with you. The problem here is, and Mike hit it right on the head, when you reply on the main question page, you open yourself up to have 50% of the audience hate you, 50% of the audience be derogatory to your comment, 50% of the audience to persuade the minds of the other people that aren't, that don't know you well enough to know you are the real estate expert and everybody should be listening to you. So by moving yourself off of that main page is more than likely one of the most intelligent moves you can make.
Well, there's two demographics here that we're looking at. There's the look for likes and comments on your posts and then look for other stuff. So first things first, if you're posting on social media and you're taking the time and energy out of your day to do that and then you're not going back to see who's liking and commenting, that is wasting time. That would be ridiculous. That'd be throwing a fishing line into the water, and then when it starts to pull a fish in, you kick it over the boat. That doesn't do anything for you or your business. If people are taking time out of their day and they're liking and commenting on your real estate posts, that's a warm conversation that you need to dive into immediately. Looking for questions on other real estate pages, that's Todd's right. That's a dicey conversation unless you know how to do it. Posting on someone else's comment or someone else's post where someone's commented, that's going to get you in trouble. Going direct message is a right way to do that. You're not taking away, but you're hunting. You're looking for conversation, and that's what you're able to do through the direct message.
All right, third one is we can't talk about this without talking about it, right? CRM management. I think it's a hard thing to do. I mean, my CRM system is the bane of my existence. I don't wake up every day going, man, I just can't wait to dive into my CRM system. I can't wait to input notes. I can't wait to do this and that. But it is an important part of our business. And so I think if going back to point number one, you're committed to making 10 calls a day and then hunting on social media, you have to be organizing these conversations and organizing your follow-up, and hence, that's what a CRM system is. So find time every day to work your CRM system, be inputting notes from conversations that you had the previous day. I always too. Every once in a while I'll just open up my CRM system and I'll just start scrolling down, the list of contacts, and I'll be like, there's someone I haven't connected with in a while. It's a good opportunity, to pick up the phone and have that real estate conversation. But as we always say, if you are going to take the time to open up somebody's profile and take the time to enter some notes, or even sometimes my notes are simply as, left message because I couldn't get a hold of them. Don't ever close out that profile without setting up that task reminder. Okay, in 14 days, I'm going to call so-and-so. And then now all of a sudden, when your CRM system, and you've been doing this for, 30, 60 days, and now your CRM system is sending you reminders to call people, well, that's going to take up your 10 calls a day.
It's going to go quick. And, and the thing, Mike, you've always said with the CRM part was, and again, I think we all know this, it came from the mortgage industry. And there was a program that was called Top of Mind. And the whole purpose of TOM was to not persuade people to do business with you, but to keep your name in front of those people so that they don't forget your name. And so, and again, some type of real estate related then was lending related, but the goal was really to keep your name in front of people so when they do bump into consumers that may be interested in real estate, or that they may have themselves a real estate question, or they have a family they want to refer to you, that is just the ticker. It might be just that enough thing to kick it over the fence to say, oh yeah, that's right, Todd, I got to make sure I refer him to Todd. But the way you win business and the way you make relationships and the way you find business is number one. Meaning number one.
Atomic Nick is disappointed in you, Mike. The CRM being the bane of your existence and not being something that you're absolutely over the moon excited about getting into and updating every day, that is sad to me. You should treat your CRM like it is your firstborn child. It is the thing that is making you money every day in your business. You should have joy going into the system every single day for 10, 20, 30, 40, 60 minutes, updating your notes, making sure you're hitting your appointments, checking in on your reminders, updating your contacts. That thing is running your business. You should be over the moon, Mikey.
That CRM trophy just went to Nick.
Goodness.
Well, I'm just saying, I wake up, first question that pops into my head every morning
What's
when I
for
wake
lunch?
up is what's for lunch? And you're asking me to put,
No, we're
to
just telling
view
you
my
not to
CRM
mislead-
system is with the same passion and love that I do.
That's
for
what I'm
lunch.
saying.
Yeah.
That's 100% what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, we're just
Like
telling
today,
you that. Yeah.
today's Chula Vista, getting the green chili
there you
tuna
go.
melt. It's going to be fantastic.
I guess I missed that invite.
We're just telling you not to
No, you didn't.
mislead the,
wasn't-
the listener.
it wasn't there.
All right, I'm out.
All righty. Anyways,
All right.
that's 3 things you should do every day.
Every day.
Definitely.